Greetings, Legendary Badass here. We're going to be playing some Star Fox 64 on the Switch 2. This is included with that Nintendo Online Family Expansion Pack stuff. I've got the Pro Controller for you to enjoy here and for me to be confused by. I haven't played this game in 28 years. I've turned off the HDR across the whole system. For better or worse, you should be getting good color representation here. That's the idea anyway. We also have a Rockstar. This is the, 220 milligrams of legalized Coke, right? We're going to be, oh no, I don't have, these always explode on me. Let's get this, I'm not getting this all over my hands, am I? Maybe I can rub it on my face. I don't know what it is with these Rockstars. I guess you get the cheaper energy drink, it causes a mess. I feel it a little. As you can see, and I don't like it when YouTubers say as you can see repeatedly, along with the sheer magnitude of, let's deep dive. We do have a number of classics here. We pretty much have, I think, the N64 library you want to play, if we're being totally real about this. And we also have some kind of cheat versions. Like we have a European version, in case you're a European. You can also turn this off so that you don't have all the European dupes on here. But I think there are some versions where it's like, oh, now you're fully kitted out. It's a special edition of it. Maybe N64 less so. Blast Corps, that's an underappreciated game right there. But the game that we're here for, where was it? Look how cool we got kind of a lame box art, didn't we? I don't think we got a gold cart on that Zelda. Most of the time you get a gold cart. We're here for some Star Fox. This was a thick big boy box. It included the Rumble Pack. And with the HD Rumble 2, this should be a fun experience. Now, I have gone in here and messed with the settings slightly so that we don't have the controls appearing at the bottom of the screen. We can't customize the border much. Mary KK, I haven't retired yet. I'm retiring from gaming with Grand Theft Auto 6. Is this Grand Theft Auto 6? Is Grand Theft Auto 6 out? You're playing Grand Theft Auto 6? Come on. Actually, the Switch 2 might be bringing me out of retirement because maybe I was really just burned out by the Xbox offerings when it really came down to it. If there's an audio problem with my TV interfering with the mic, let me know. Or I could accidentally knock this over too. That'll help. All right.
Message from General Pepper. Priority 1.
Voice acting in a Nintendo game, guys.
We need your help.
You didn't even get voice acting in Zelda 64.
He's invaded the Lilac system.
I'm going to wait until Final Fantasy VII Art Trilogy shows up as a bundle for the Switch 2.
Hurry, Star Fox.
Okay, so this retrograde or interlude or whatever they were showing today coming to Xbox, is that the last part of the trilogy or the second one? I haven't been keeping up because I don't like being caught up on the Sony news because I'm so out of their loop there. What the hell? Press this to rewind. Do we want to rewind any cutscene here? I can tell this much. This game has never looked crispier. The N64 had such a caked on diffusion system about it to try to mitigate the jaggies, and everything is a blur, and this is looking mighty crispy. What this looks like is it almost looks like a PC cutscene from just a few years earlier. You lied to me. Oh, I beat SF64 all the time. I almost thought of that as Street Fighter 64 in my Wii console. So this was available on the Wii console. I guess you could buy it as and they called it a virtual console. They I don't really know if they have a name for this. Look at how washed out Star Fox is. So guys, this is going to be kind of similar to when they revisit the Resident Evil games, where it's like, oh, the cutscenes are actually blurry because they were mastered at 480p. And now the polygon stuff that was looking worse is now that's able to be upscaled. So we're going to end up with the geometry looking nice and crispy. Star Fox over there looking like it came from MS Paint. Let's get into this. Hedge your bets on how I do, guys. Oh man, bringing back some memories here. No. No. I think this will actually save, and you can suspend points also. So if you're having problems with a boss.
Fourth planet of the Lilat system.
Who is this voice? This authoritarian voice. He's surely dead by now. It's been so long. You had to use a GameCube controller back then to play. You had to?
Was successful in exiling this maniacal scientist to the barren, deserted planet Venom.
Could we not find a better, better pictures up there?
Activity coming from Venom. James McCloud, Pigma Dangar, and Peppy Hare of the Star Fox team were sent to investigate. Upon their arrival, Pigma betrayed the team, and James and
I think most people actually think Fox McCloud's name is Star Fox. If we're being real.
About his father's fate. A few years have passed. Andros has again invaded the Lilat system.
You have like the coolest game dad.
A new Star Fox team headed by Fox McCloud to
He's like, yeah, way to go, son.
Lilat system once again.
Look how good the R-Wing looks. Damn. So I am about ready to assume that this is being upscaled to 4K. It's looking pretty damn crisp. Am I wrong? You guys are looking at 1080p 60, so I forgot the voice guy's name, but he was kind of famous. You think it's not like a James Earl Jones type thing, is it? And he only did that opening intro bit, right? Am I mistaken there? You guys might be getting a little bit too much room there. I think we can lower that just slightly. Oh, I say that, and then it still kind of looks like this. Don't forget to go under the arches, right? Good reminder, we're going to do a barrel roll. I want to take the hard path because... Okay, so here's the thing. This game, I think like the original, the difficulty is determined by taking the branching paths, and I think that Arch gets me the first spot. We do want to do a tank mission at some point. I think there's a submarine. I don't think we need to do that, but we're going to go to Andros. We may end up fighting, you know, what is it, a golem or something? That's not the real Andros. If I don't take the right paths, I mean, this is a thing that could happen. So hold on here. Let's create a suspend point. So each game gets a suspend point slot. I mean, they've worked this out pretty legit, really.
It's about time you showed up, Fox. You're the only hope for our world.
I'll do my best. Andros won't have his way with me.
Won't have his way with me? Good luck. That was like the original game was like... Was it saying good luck or Star Fox? It was hard to tell with the voice sampling on Super Nintendo.
Open the wing.
Take the arches and save Falco to go difficult. Yeah, but then you have to keep doing things. Oh, are you saying save Falco during the, not this mission, but the open range, all range mode? Then there is that one that's very much like Independence Day. I kind of want, there's kind of a lot I want to cover, and I don't think you can do it all on the hard path. So whatever ends up being, let's just roll with it, okay? Look at how crisp this is. Damn, except, man, the textures be shit. How you guys doing this Sunday? Sunday. We got Monster Jam. Okay. Oh, and I've already wasted a bomb. The reflections, guys, this is a game that really captivated me at the kiosk at Walmart, man. All right, so yeah, you definitely want this. You gotta get them upgrades. Damn, that was easier than I expected right there. If you get the mission with the Gundam ripoff, it's the hard path.
We're entering Corneria City now. This is horrible.
Under the arches, right?
Everybody stay alert.
It is a little difficult to discern what it is that I'm looking at. Actually, was that not one of the arches? Did I miss an arch already? Oh, that was the wrong thing. Okay, so there's the speed, okay. Yeah, you're not telling me the right buttons, buddy. I probably missed an arch right there, didn't I?
I'll take this one. Get the one behind me.
Okay. Where are you at?
Something's wrong with the G diffuser. Use the booster tank. I guess I should be thankful.
He's such a cocky ass, Falco, right? And I think the voice actor for Peppy died recently-ish. So, if I remember right, there's multiple kinds of bosses you can end up with depending on your paths here. I'm going to have a tough time reading you guys. Here's the arches. Okay, so here we go. This seriously was blow your mind shit, because you could see something like this on the Saturn, but it was on rails, you know? Did that count? Shit. I think it did. Maybe? Okay, so we can only barrel roll that direction. Okay, so we want to get this further. I'm getting a hang of it. Oh, jeez.
All range mode.
All range mode, guys. This is very much a. I think we didn't do it. I think I screwed up and have taken the easy path. This is it. I mean, we're kind of doing like Nintendo's take on Star Wars here with the X-Wing, right? Why is that not turning? I have to use this button instead. Okay, it's very weird. To do the sharp turn left, it's the left trigger in parlance of Xbox, but to turn right, it's the right bumper. It's kind of messed up. I didn't do shit, so we're probably on the easy path. Is it okay if we continue with the easy path? What do you guys think? That last arch is a biatch, man. What do you guys, do you want to just keep pressing on here, or what?
You're becoming more like your father.
I have beaten this game. I have all medaled this game back in 97. 97 and 98 at least. I was probably playing it for at least a bit, right? It's actually easier on the like New Game Plus because there's more enemies for you to shoot, so you can attain those gold medals. On the lower difficulties, I know on the Star Wolf battle, you have to like stop Falco from killing them before you get a shot. Well, I'm on the right. Either way, fine. Okay, so yeah, I think we should just kind of roll with this. I'm on the right. Isn't the right the hard path? Am I wrong? I think I fought the easy boss, so that can't be right.
Impressive, Star Fox. Now watch out for enemies in the asteroid field.
I won't let you down, sir.
If you haven't revisited the original in a long time, it is rough. I could try to get into some of that here. I wouldn't count on it looking good. I don't care how much upscaling they do with that. They're gonna have to also FPS boost it because it is slow.
Things are starting to heat up.
The easy path has the easier Star Wolf battle, the hard path. Okay. Am I at least on track for the Independence Day thing? And I don't like the way how I have to use this and then this one. Right turn, left turn. I don't like the way they have that set up. In fact, this button doesn't do it. The corresponding left bumper doesn't do anything.
Don't mess up that R way.
I think you have to fly through these for some reason, right? Yeah, in between missions, let's load out with the worst weapon, and then we can grab better weapons during the mission, hopefully, right? Like, that's totally the way the military would work. Send our guys out there with the pea shooter, and maybe they'll pick up an M60 or something, right? Like... The analog sticks are nice, but this is designed to be using that N64 stick, which it behaves a little bit different. Oh, okay, hold on.
Here comes a big one.
Hold on. There was like a loop-de-loop move. Here we go. Oh, I'm probably gonna hit myself. That was what I was supposed to do. Okay, so was there another move? The brake, I'm boosting, baby. That's my boost meter, okay. Alright, so how did the somersault thing work? I'm shooting these guys late. I've surely messed up something. Hold on, what did it want me to do? Push the C button to the side? I don't know what that means. I think I just fired a bomb off screen. No, I'm trying to put on the brake. Shit. God. I think I can friendly fire in this, right? Am I going anywhere? Yeah, you couldn't tell by the way I'm playing, but I could used to play this. Alright, I think we get all those, you get an extra gun. There we go. Do a barrel roll, baby! All of this was just so damn intense to see back in the day, like, seriously. What people maybe fail to understand is the efforts in stills there were games that kind of looked like this, but you didn't really play them. It was more of like the background was basically an FMV thing.
You want a piece of me?
Checkpoint. Okay, Slippy, you gonna do anything or what? Yeah, maybe the Wii controls are better. I wish that they went in this and told you the correct controls instead of trying to... I mean, I know it wouldn't be faithful, but... Okay, hold on. So wait, is this a warp thing? This is a warp... Yeah, that's right. These are warp... I forgot. You have to hit the warp, right? Son of a...
Hey, what's the big idea?
Yep, see, I friendly fired Slippy, who wanted to get in front of my laser. Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing on release, and shockingly, there's just really not any games that play like this anymore. Like, we have really reduced our number of genres in games, right? Oh, vaguely remember this. We got a charge shot thing here. There's gonna be a hit me spot that lights up, right? Like, here we go. Shit. Quit flying in front of me, dickheads. Now I messed up and I gotta wait. Then I have to fly through the shield. It's gonna throw the shield at me, right? Oh, damn it. How's my team doing?
I've underestimated you.
Have at you, Snake. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do here, but I can probably avoid it. Yep. Lock on to enemies with a charge shot. Novel idea, huh? Did I get him?
I'm no match for you. I admit defeat.
Oh, no, I don't think he's done yet.
Are you gonna listen to that monkey?
There's like a thing, yeah, here we go.
Bid as you look.
Now let's use a bomb for the hell of it. Yeah, I'm taking some serious damage there. I think this will be it. There we go.
I can't.
This guy says, "My Emperor, I failed you."
Sorry to jet, but I'm in a hurry.
Or was that the last guy? Friendly fire's on. We controls easier. It really was mind-blowing. The warp is difficult. I used to be able to do it, and I know it was tough because you speed up as you go through the rings. I'm surprised I hit as many as I did.
You worry about your own hide.
I think they have different phrases based on how much health they had left. So Peppy was really hurt, and he's like, "My life flashed before my eyes," because he was dinged up pretty good. Hey, it could be worse. I haven't died yet, right? So I think this was called the Lilat Wars 64, Lilat System 64 in Europe. I don't think it's called Star Fox in Europe. They called it like Lilat Wars in Europe. I guess they have a problem with foxes. I don't know. It's because that sweet song, "Fox on the Run." I can get the warp like half the time. Oh, yeah. I mean, so it's pretty hard to do consistent. This is an open range, right?
Recover
Or
our
all
base
range
from the
mode?
enemy army.
Roger, General.
Enter Star Wolf. Would it have been that hard to have made that higher resolution? It's text on black. Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of hate begging for likes and stuff, so I kind of need other people to do it. It seems so tacky for the host to be doing it, really. All right, and now is this something I hit? Yeah, here we go.
Scratch one boat.
See, if he's killing these things, it will affect your score. You can't let Falco get all the credit. And this is going to be reminiscent of Shadows of the Empire's Battle of Hoth in a way. Like, it'll feel kind of like that.
You're dead meat, pal.
You're not getting away that easy.
Alright, get the Star Wolf team out here. I know one of the things you want to do early is get the weapon upgrades. So, if we're defending the base, why am I blowing up things that are clearly established towers, like, that I'm assuming are friendlies?
Let you get away from me.
You know, like, that should be part of the base. Why are you destroying our antenna array, right?
Take care of the guy behind me, Fox.
Where are you at?
Why are ships coming out of the base?
I thought this was our base. Oh wait, hold on, maybe I'm mistaken.
Jeez. Can anyone take care of it?
Here we go.
You do that, Starbuck.
Andros has ordered us to take you down.
Happy. Long time no see. Andros' enemy is my enemy.
Pigma betrayed my dad, right?
Just what I need to see. Star Wolf. Let's take care of these guys first.
Oh, I hit the edge.
Shoot.
Already down?
The guy behind me, Fox.
Do I have like enhanced damage? Like I thought things were gonna take...
Sit this one out.
Oh, I think we lost Peppy. I'm trying to remember how I did that turn there. Maybe I actually have to use the D-pad.
Shoot, he's right behind me. That reward is good as mine.
What? It says help. I don't see anyone there. Okay, what is that? Special intercom? I forgot. Special message thing?
I am the great Leon.
Great Leon. Is there anything to lock onto?
That reward is good as mine.
I'm having trouble doing the move. I'm sorry. Lilat Wars, yeah. Down and boost. I know it's something in boost for sure, but... Okay, it is down.
What the heck?
Specific.
That reward is good as mine.
I kind of like to put on the brakes and let them go by.
You're not as tough as I thought.
Danger. 1 minute to explosion. Let's take care of these guys first.
Yeah, we already heard you say take care of these guys first.
That reward is good as mine.
Boom, Pigma.
There's one more to go.
I don't think he escaped that, you know, from the look of it.
Your dad.
I didn't see anybody eject. Here, let's put on the brakes. You go by, get off my tail.
30 seconds to explosion.
Shit, I see the radar thing down there, I know. Oh, no. Okay, hold on, let's create some distance here.
15 seconds to explosion.
Nope, I'm screwing this up. You gotta take care of them before the explosion, right? For the good reward or something path, I don't know. We didn't really expect me to do great first time in decades, right?
Keep clear. Looks like we
Oh, he was so close. Should I redo this? I can't. Well, I didn't make a suspend point before the battle.
emergency maneuvers. Get out of there.
Or does he survive every time? Did we get him? I'm trying to remember because I don't think you kill. Maybe you defeat him and he leaves earlier. I don't remember. All right, well, the base blew up. I don't think you save the base, do you? I think it always detonates. Oh, gosh.
All aircraft report.
They almost got us.
Peppy had to go in.
Ship is in the docking bay. So that's Star Wolf.
No, Peppy. He'll be back for the next mission, right? If you do the hard path, even if you didn't fight Starwolf at all, they still fight as if you defeated them before, and you see them with cyborg implants. I don't remember the cyborg implants. Maybe I do remember. Or maybe that was like a New Game Plus thing. You can save the base and defeat Starwolf easily. Okay. Well, I didn't, but somebody can, right? Maybe I need to start making some of these suspend points. Just in case, you know, I need, well, not that I'm needing to do, whatever, you know what I'm saying, right? Like I've clearly have messed this up.
Reports indicate that Andros is working on some secret
Wait,
weapon.
does he, okay, so does Peppy sit out a mission and come back, or is he done for the game? That's pretty rough. Now AI buddy helpers are respawning on top of each other so quick to come help you, right? Oh, we gotta fly through trash.
Let's take out that weapon, boys. Let's have a little fun.
Left analog stick's pretty sensitive in this. I think you probably had more travel on the N64 stick. Though there is something really cool about being able to go hard left, right with this stick and not hit the outside edge.
Enemy group behind us. Man, they're fast.
Am I on track to get a tank level? Hopefully I don't mess up and get like the submarine but not the tank. That would suck. Oh, I forgot about that shit. I'm also used to things being unnecessary bullet sponges these days instead of like zap zap it's dead, right? You look like you got something in you, buddy. Oh, come on. Well, just as I was talking about things not being a bullet sponge, and then that happens. It's a big hand arm.
Is that?
Jeez. I can't recall. I got to the submarine at Walmart, so I don't think it was on the hard path. I think, because if you don't know what, it's not, look, it's not that things are hard. It's more like you have to have known to find the secret path to get to the hard path. And if I was at the Walmart kiosk, I wouldn't have been able to do that, surely. Because I wouldn't have been able to look up what to do. This is a game from back when you still had a magazine to give you the information, you know? I think I had a Nintendo Power subscription at that point. What am I supposed to do with that? So those are like the hidden messages in the game, right? Like call the radio, but I don't know what the corresponding button is. For C, you know what? I mean, in reality, the C button would be the second analog stick. So that comes up again. I'm gonna hit right on the second analog. Actually, maybe before we get to the boss here, we can try something. It is respond to messages from Rob. Well, I mean, in truth, that really is how the second analog would work. So, change camera angle. Oh, you know what? I probably played with the ship further out, too. What, that fired a bomb? Okay, no, we don't want to be... Here we go. Nope. Okay, so I thought maybe there was a further out view. Don't push the right thing in.
What the heck?
So you can brake with the right stick also. Brake and speed up. Well, maybe not the speed up, I'm not sure.
So this is the secret weapon.
Destroy. Destroy. Enemy field analyzed.
There was usually a way to line up a shot to get like the hitbox right away. If you remember where it is, I think maybe it's the eyes, not the boobs.
You are an enemy. You are an enemy.
Yes, I'm an enemy.
Where is the
I vaguely remember the final boss Andros with the like brain, like that was pretty rough. Look at that health bar just dropped like acid.
You
You can let this thing slap Slippy and you get a tank level next.
The view is clear.
Okay, so wait.
Destroy.
Yeah, I have to let it hit Slippy.
He's crazy.
Let me handle this.
Alright, so let it slap Slippy. And that'll unlock the tank level. Oh, so Slippy falls to the tank level and I have to go rescue. Okay, let's make sure we do that then.
Destroy.
Oh, Jesus. How about a bomb? Actually, your hit spot's not open, is it? You didn't say the magic word.
Destroy.
Do I hit the shoulders? What am I?
Where is the enemy?
Okay, come on.
I must be complete.
Complete this. All right, at least we're getting a tank level.
Rob, can you confirm Slippy's location? Distress signal.
Let me try. Famous last words.
Repairs complete on Peppy.
Repairs complete on Peppy ships. They do sit at the next level. That's pretty cool.
Heading.
That's cool because it's good storytelling for a game. To be like that there are these activities going on in your support system as you go through the campaign. Is there anything like that anymore? Like, it's really just like nameless guys get replaced, spawning with you all the time, or they died, but it doesn't matter because they weren't really characters, you know, like, huh. TI.
What are you doing?
Titania. I think this planet was in the original game.
Can't leave Slippy hanging.
Fix your cloud textures, please.
Deploy the Landmaster.
Landmaster. I had no recollection of that name. I think everybody just said tank. If you remember Landmaster, say so in the chat.
Location, Rob.
Okay, now this thing could jump, right?
At 12 o'clock.
Like, oh,
There's Rocky
oh my
dead ahead.
shit. Here,
Magnetic storm. We'll search here.
oh yes, the famous draw distant limitations of the N64, guys. This, yeah, I did some of this at Walmart too. I probably missed some arches to go through here, but
Why don't you
I mean, look, guys, seriously, it seems mundane, but look, if it's 1997 and you got this at the Walmart kiosk, it's like, holy hell.
don't go too fast, Falco?
And remember, this was a blurry mess back then.
Enemy fighters coming at you, Fox.
Now it's got this sharpness about it, almost like a Sega arcade game. Like, it's got that kind of like extra sharp polygon thing happening here that it just didn't have back in the day. I'm actually pretty impressed with the way this looks given the presentation here. I could be mistaken, but does that mean that you have an extra crispy version of like the GameCube games? And by the way, guys, tomorrow we can stream some GameCube. We can go through the GameCube collection, just kind of sample that. Get up, get on. This guy, man, hit me with that late. Oh, geez. Look how quickly those things died. Oh, yes, let's lock on.
Use bomb wisely.
I guess I can't hit the mines. I gotta avoid. This is not the tank level I remember. I remember one where you were more going through a city. That was clearly on a different path, right? So.
Lock on the enemy.
And this thing where like the tank can kind of like move like that. That's pretty sweet.
Guys just keep coming. Incoming.
Okay, so we do have a speed forward. Let's get through here.
Be dead, Flip.
Oh, man, you got to get on those messages so fast. Son of a...
Shoot! He's right behind you. I can't take this guy.
I'm trying to help you. You're kind of out of my reach here.
Oh man.
Falco, you son of a... How generous is this lock on here? This is... Guys, seriously, like, this was something. How come we, like, straight up abandoned this franchise? Like, we finally had the promising installment, and then they're like, okay, that's good, what can we do next? Like, it seems a little strange in video gaming business to go about it that way, right? Like, usually you have a hit, you milk it, right? Like...
I knew you'd come help me.
I helped you? Oh, yeah, oh, here you are.
Do something.
Do something. Hold on, let me read the chat here. I never forgot the Landmaster name. You never forgot it? Because I always played Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which had it as a super move, as well as Star Fox Assault. I've never played a Smash Brothers. Is there a game? Did that start with the GameCube? Because I never had a GameCube, and there's only 3 games on the GameCube on the Switch 2 extension pack for the moment. So, yeah, I'll give that a shot when it gets there. I'm pretty sure they're going to be adding more stuff. There's got to be a Mario Sunshine coming, right? Oh, son of a... Cool boss concept here. Let's see, maybe we want to use one of these. It doesn't look like that's doing much.
Take out his arm, Fox.
Oh, jeez. Oh, we gotta watch out for the tail, don't we? The low camera angle here is so cinematic, isn't it? Oh yeah, he's got like a chest plate thing we're gonna have to bust open too, right? Get to the heart.
Right away. Hey, what's the big idea?
Am I hitting Slippy?
Data analysis complete. Here it comes.
Go for the cat.
It is really hard to fine-tune this shot. Seriously, it's not exactly Overwatch. Oh no, he rebuilt himself. Now I gotta watch out for the chunks falling too. Like, this is pretty sweet.
Take out his arm, Fox. Go for the cat.
Get your head out of the way, buddy. Did I get him? I think I got him. Yeah, we got him. Yeah. Okay, maybe I don't have to watch out for the shit, because I just kind of walked... Dude, oh my god, this thing looks so damn good. I'm going to hit the save here. Whatever. The save the clip thing.
I thought I was a goner.
I thought I was a goner.
Falco ship is under maintenance.
You know, it looks like I have the chat on the screen in a really good way for this. Like, it's got my little Mario thumb up thing over there that you had to assign you had to assign some kind of image to yourself on the system, and that's like up in the corner, and it looks like it's not in the way of stuff. So yeah, pretty cool. The other Smash Brothers started with 64, Smash Brothers Melee on the GameCube, Smash Brothers Brawl on the Wii, Smash Brothers U, Smash U on the Wii U, Smash Brothers University, Smash Ultimate on the Switch. That one I've heard of. The other tank level was on the hard path, and it was a train. Yes, you followed the train, right? Or was the boss a train? It was something like that. To be perfectly honest with you, I was kind of expecting to get killed off and lose like all my lives or something like that. I was not expecting to actually get far on this attempt.
If you destroy the satellite, we can go straight for Venom. Be careful, Fox.
Venom.
I'm on it.
The lethal enforcer planet, huh? Here, before we really F some stuff up here. Gaming became more streamlined at the 7th generation because it just focused on chasing friends as opposed to innovating like in the 5th and 6th gen of trends, not friends. Speaking of friends for a sec, hold on. Diatribe time. Diatribe. Coming over from Xbox, it is a bit weird how there's no way to communicate. I finally got some friend requests yesterday on the Switch 2. I was in the middle of a Knockout Tour game, which was the first Knockout Tour race I won. And I received 2 friend requests, and I think it was because I went to the Switch 2 Discord and said, hey, I found out how to put my friend code out there. I'm brand new, add me or whatever. And some people added me, but there's no way to message them. And there is a way to start a game chat lobby. I think if I hit this button down here, you can see that I can kind of like create a game chat and then maybe invite people if they're online. And then otherwise, it's kind of like no messaging system. Oh, I'm saying this and you guys can't see it. So here, I'll hit the camera C button, the C button here. Who's going to be using chat? Probably me. Now, if a friend is online and they have a chat going, you can look. Otherwise, you can invite them to a chat, but there is no messaging system. And that's kind of jacked up. No, hey, you want to do something? No, it's more like we have to talk like... It feels like you can't send a text message to someone, you have to call them on the phone. Does that make sense? And if somebody's giving me some quick instruction, I would rather just text that. If you want to have a conversation, then that's what a phone call is for. So I do finally have friends. And yes, that's how that works, I guess. It's just weird how the social aspects are really half-baked. Oh, another all-range mode. Well, I can tell you this much. We screwed up and we didn't do the Independence Day Save the City from the big ship. Okay, hold on here. I'm getting, like, sucked away. What am I supposed to do? I think we go after these towers, but I'm kind of getting pushed out. Did I carry over my twin cannons from the previous missions? Like, I think you get that max leveled up and you don't take damage, you'll be fine for a bit.
You're not getting away that easy.
I won't let you get away from me.
Those ships are shielded too.
Need that. Oh boy.
You're not getting away that easy.
Let's go get this.
I won't let you get away from me.
I think it's very touchy with the shooting in this because you don't have the second analog stick for fine tuning.
What's taking so long, Fox? I won't let you get away from me. Watch where you're flying.
Oh my god. I'm making this look hard, right?
I won't let you get away from me.
Save some of these for the fight. Son of hold on, we don't want to approach like that.
I won't let you get away from me.
Right, you're not gonna let him get away. I heard you. Where's the last one? Line up our shot here. Come on, where you at?
You're not getting away that easy.
You guys needed a few more voice lines in the studio. Man, there was a like Rogue Squadron game for the GameCube that looked really cool that I never got to play. And we never really got
Hey,
that game
disappearing.
on Xbox, I don't think. I think it was a GameCube exclusive. It was quite the showy show-off piece for it in the early GameCube, I believe. Okay, let's see here.
Fox, get this guy off. Whew, that was too close.
Take care of the guy behind me, Fox.
I'm trying to get to you.
Take care of the guy behind me, Fox.
Oh, come on. Star Wolf?
Time is over, Star Fox.
So wait, do some of them have the implants? But Star Wolf did. I almost had him, but I didn't. I just couldn't locate him fast enough, really. So wait, are his buddies dead and it's just him?
Star Wolf again? Why now? What's taking you so long? Your father helped me like that too.
Fox, get this guy off me.
Good, I see the enemy core.
Oh shoot. Here, let's just go around and
I won't let you get away from me.
here we go. Let's just line up a bomb for the hell of it here.
There's one down.
All right, do the bombs do a lot less than I remember? Like, man, I'm terrible.
Destroy the satellite core.
Here we go, loop-de-loop, bitch. Oh, not the one I wanted. That was a different kind of loop. There was one where you drive through, and that's what I ended up doing instead of the full loop. So let's see here. Is it...
Fox, get this guy off me.
Shoot.
Fox, get this guy off me.
Got him. Say something appreciative. Maybe we're gonna just turn wide here.
One down. You'll be seeing your dad soon, Fox.
Fox, get this guy off me.
I won't let you get away from me.
Oh, it's looking bad, guys.
Fox, get this guy off me. Fox, get this guy.
Okay, hold on. We've got a cheat code. When did I have more health? Maybe right there. Oh my gosh. Rogue Squadron 2 and 3 were GameCube exclusive and were truly well. I didn't realize there was a 2 and 3. So there was a Red Leader or something. There was or is it Rogue Squadron 1 that was an N64 game that required the RAM expansion with the red, you pop in. Truly well designed. And so that was the sequel, was the GameCube, huh? No, they don't have the implants or the upgrade ships, but if you get to Venom on the hard path, you do. Okay, so Venom hard path is guarded by the Star Wolf team with the implants, right? The upgraded, harder Star Wolf battle. That must be what I'm missing. I'm going in through the back door, I guess. See if we can do this a little bit different here. That didn't do shit.
Oh no! Fox, get this guy off me.
The bomb is trash.
Is that all you got?
Fox, get this guy off me.
Destroy the satellite core.
I can't hit that, buddy.
I won't let you get away from me. You'll be seeing your dad soon, Fox. Knock it off.
I think as I'm shooting this, it's producing more lasers.
Here, Fox. You're not so tough.
Maybe I need to lock on more.
Never give up. Trust your instinct.
Oh, am I getting an invite to play Mario Kart World up there? I can't tell. Okay, where did I have a little bit of health here? Something like this.
You're not so tough.
Fox, get this guy off me.
Never give up.
Maybe getting rid of Star Wolf would be a good idea. Maybe you can't defeat him here. Okay, good. Oh no, my TV's doing things. I gotta pause. I said okay, good, and this asshole Sony TV thought I said okay, Google, and now it's reading shit on the screen. So shit. Gotta be careful of what you say, right?
Oh no! Fox,
Okay, we've almost gotten this taken care of here.
Fox, get this guy off me.
Okay, hold on. We almost had this. I can't lose. Okay, yes you can. Now we just help Slippy.
Guy off me. Oh no!
Shit.
Destroy the satellite core.
Woo, you're all right. Fox, get this guy off me.
There's did I not need to hit the specific light up thing? No, they don't have the implants or the upgrades, but if you get okay, the next Venom level is where they'll throw the entire Andross army at you, but Andross at the end is a robot fake. Okay. Yeah, that it is like a fake Andross. The true Andross boss battle is the brain, if I recall correctly.
Venom, here we come.
Game had some pretty kickin' music too, man. The N64 could deliver some tunes. You wouldn't really anticipate that, being as it wasn't a CD-based console. It could deliver tunes. The PlayStation more so.
Time to show the monkeys who
Jeez, Christ, you weren't kidding, the whole army.
they're everywhere. These guys just keep coming. Don't go dying on me.
Let's take this instead.
Brace yourself.
You'll be sorry, punk.
I was expecting to release the fire, but instead you have to push again, and that's a little different. I think the more modern approach is release the fire.
I'll take the left.
All right, I'll go right then.
Hey,
Or I mean, I was making fun of my mom for not knowing her left and right the other day.
I'm going left.
I don't think it matters at this point where we're going. As long as we get there, the way I'm playing.
Hey, these guys don't quit.
God. Well, at least I got some bombs.
I'll take the left. Location confirmed. Sending supplies.
Oh, the supplies! Oh, shit.
I've got the rack.
Was I supposed to shoot that? Hold on. Okay, hold on. The supply thing. We were lining up for the supplies, right?
Location confirmed. Sending supplies. I've got the rat.
What was the supplies? What is it? Another life? I actually have a ton of health, a ton of lives, so I probably should die on occasion here, just for that.
You okay? Hold together just a bit further.
Yeah, when shit's flying at, maybe you should go a little slower. Don't have to play this like Sonic the Hedgehog.
This brings back memories of your dad.
I hit the thing. Hold on, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back so that I can get that right. Here we go. Oh, hold on. Maybe that wasn't a message from Rob. Maybe that's why that happened. It's an Andros message. Okay. There you go. Those guys are like, we're out of here. You go do this on your own.
Jeez Louise, what is that?
Now, is this the thing where there's like a golem boss, right?
Need a creep.
There, or is that Star Fox 1 thing? Yeah, here we go. Oh, this is pretty cool.
What's going on? He's running away.
Stay alert. Don't get too
I think I'm
close,
supposed to
Bob.
shoot some legs.
Data analysis complete. Here it comes.
Oh, I was done with the legs because I knocked the rocks off of the legs, so I have to move to the other spots. So if Slippy's dead, you don't get the, or out of the action, you don't get the data analysis. That's pretty cool. That there's like, you know, some feature consequence about it. Am I wrong, or is there like an even more upgraded laser? I think there's a more upgraded laser. Like you can go beyond this. Like maybe I had it. Maybe I had it with the blue, or maybe the green's the highest. I don't know.
Are you okay?
He jumps and makes the shit fall. All right, now for the head. Analyze that.
Hold together. Everything okay?
Not really. Give me some health, please. Slippy is the tech guy of the team, so the consequences of letting him get whacked is you don't get the boss health. Yeah, that is cool. But is Slippy a male? Kind of sounds a little girlish.
I've been waiting for you, Star.
Son of a... I don't have the health to get through this. I think when you die in this game, you are going to have to start at a checkpoint with a new ship or something, right? But
Know that I control the galaxy.
should I try to do this whole thing without a single death? You know, rewinding it each time?
It's foolish to come against me.
Oh, we're loading up for the boss bell, but I don't have much health. I think this is a pretty straightforward boss.
Die just like your father.
A little weird having 9 extra ships. Oh, we're loaded. It's on! Hold on, let's make a suspend point here just because I keep forgetting. Do I only get 4 or are more going to appear? Nope. Not bad. You get 4 for each game. And I believe the game, because I experimented a little bit with Yoshi's Island, Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, it looks as though the games actually save whether you made the suspension point or not. Hello, Mayflower. Malfoy. Yeah, Slippy is a man, and even gets married down the line. Whoa, that's news to me. Final boss time. It's like the Mario head in Mario 64's welcome screen, right? Oh, we got to shoot the palms. I don't know if I'm avoiding that or not. I might have just... Oh, maybe I'm supposed to hit the brakes there. Or is that unavoidable? Because I didn't take damage. Yeah, I took some damage. Okay. I lost my damn wing too, man. Hold on. We don't want that happening. I think I gotta like get the hell out of the range there. Nope, I'm doing it wrong. Is it brakes? Is it brakes to get away? Or like jam yourself? All right, I'm gonna try brake. There we go. We don't want to get sucked. Getting sucked is bad. Plenty of time to work the hands, too. Oh, missed opportunity. I'm gonna use a bomb if he throws some more shit out here. Yeah, replenishes the bomb at the least, right? Oh no, maybe you're supposed to throw the bomb inside while he's sucking. That's it, right? You launch the bomb while he's sucking. Alright, so let's chew on this. There we go. That looks so cool too. It's just so high res. It is. It's way. I was not expecting an N64 game to look crisp. In a way, it's almost a remaster. Though the reality is that it's a little low on the textures. We're gonna have to let him do a little bit of sucking so that I can try to get a bomb off of him here. Dun 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 dun. It's like the end of Star Wars music with the Death Star blowing up, right? Okay, so wait a minute. Oh, maybe I don't need to. Maybe I can get a few shots in on him after all. But if I can get another bomb... Shoot the eyes. Oh, I don't think you shoot the eyes yet. I don't think you do that. All these boss fights have been pretty damn nice. There's a ton of boss fights in this. Oh, he's getting all wiggly. Dad doesn't lead you out. You got to be on the hard path. A lot of Star Wars homage in this. No, let there be no doubt. I can't believe the game's this short. Okay, so I easy pathed it. We're looking at what, like an hour 15-ish for the game? I'm confused about the anatomy of Andros, because it's like, okay, so you're Andros, right? A giant monkey head? Oh no, that was an android. Okay, that makes sense because he shouldn't be a giant monkey head. But then the real Andros is a giant monkey head with a brainstem and everything that's giant. So why is Andros huge? And like... Producer Shigeru Miyamoto. I don't think he's listed as a director on this. I think he's listed as director of the first Star Fox, which was it. It's a very flawed game that serves as a good tech demo. But thankfully, you have to walk before you can run something like this, right? Completing the game on the various difficulties unlocked aspects to the versus mode, which we did play a little bit of. It was pretty bare bones, but you start out with the R-Wing, and then when you win like easy or medium, you get like a tank you can play as. And then if you beat it on hard, or you got all the medals or something, you could actually be the characters running around, and that was wild. Andros used to be a normal monkey human thing, but then he experimented on himself to turn himself into a giant. Where are you getting all this lore? Holy Knight Vader 999, sorry. Course designer, you guys did a good job. Hey, in the halcyon days where one had to actually design levels, we had Star Fox. Now we just say open world, figure it out on your own, right? I believe there's some kind of Star Fox game on the GameCube, and then that was like it for the franchise, right? Something like that. Wiki, you just looked it up, and then you think that's real. You think Wikipedia doesn't lie? The other day I asked some AI, list William Dafoe vampire movies, and it listed 2. And it failed to mention others he was in. It's kind of like, and then I remind it, and it's like, oh yeah, that one too, you know? The Hunger, that also counts, because he was in that, you know? We got to go get our medal, just like the end of Star Wars, guys. Look at that super realistic, not floating at all Falco walk animation.
Star Fox, we are in your debt. I would be honored to have.
All right, look for the narrator voice here.
Oh, no, sir. We prefer doing things our own way.
Shit.
Great Fox is ready to go.
It's time for us to go now.
Am I imagining things, or was there a mission where you actually defended the ship out in open space, and you had to defend your carrier, and it had like hit spots that you had to protect or something? Something like that happened. I didn't see a narrator listed there. Let's sit this through. This is the days where there wasn't like okay, you can skip the credits and the important stuff can pop up later. I don't really want to miss what we may miss. I can't recall if that would happen. Though I guess I could rewind if there was. There are 2 Star Fox games on the GameCube, Adventures and Assault. Star Fox Adventures is a Zelda clone with Star Fox with some space combat levels put in. That's kind of unfortunate. Star Fox Assault is like Rogue Squadron 3, where you can control infantry, armored vehicle, and starfighter. So is Assault pretty good? I guess I could look for those when they come to GameCube. What am I doing with the Switch 2, guys? Do you like the streams? Is this better than an upload that also goes ignored? Like because it's like, look, a couple hour stream or whatever could be about the same effort as like a 3 or 4 minute video, but you got to kind of game the minutes watched with YouTube these days, so you have to throw some things out here like this on occasion. I've got a lot of catching up to do on the GameCube, so a lot of this streaming is going to be very front-ended. If it really takes off, we can stick with it. If Donkey Kong Bonanza is going to be pretty damn expensive, I don't really want to buy new every Switch 2 game, but if I'm going to be looked at as some kind of like authority, now this Xbox lord came over to GameCube, like Switch and all this, then there's Star Gox game on the Wii U, but Star Gox, I don't know what that is. Did you misspell Fox there? Surely. Yeah, if you want to, if I need to get Donkey Kong Bonanza, I'm gonna have to get like super chats or some subscribers coming in, because the ominous low res Andros face there, because I didn't truly defeat him. And I guess this will kind of like hard save, right, for your next go through. Am I going to go to the effort here of trying to input my initials? So many ways to mess up your initials in these two. Like, oh, you hit the A to confirm all of them at once. You know, like... Star Fox Assault is pretty good, but it's an acquired taste. Some fans are not big fans of the infantry and tank combat. I would think tank would be pretty sweet. People didn't dislike the tank levels in this, right? Total hits. Is that hits taken or things I shot down? And that's PSF saying who survived each of those. You got to get everybody to survive all of the damn things in order to get like the gold medals or something like that, right? I don't think I got any kind of medal. Here we go. Invoice. Oh, we actually billed them? I forgot. Potential general payment due for services rendered. Mercenary unit Star Fox. That is so cool. That is so like Resident Evil score in a way, but cool. Oh, and got a stamp of authority. We got paid, boys. We got paid in the hizzy. So I think that saved or whatever, but we'll make a new suspend point just in case that was... I don't know. I'm assuming that the game kind of saved all that, you know, like your rankings and stuff. Let's look at versus real quick and see what we can pick. Hi, sir. Are you playing Star Force on NES? What is that? There's a Star... I'm going to go play Star Fox on the Super Nintendo briefly after this, just out of curiosity. All right, so handicap. I don't think we've unlocked anything. I think we're R-Wing. Yeah, I didn't see anything there saying you could unlock anything, so... Controls, I should have remapped this so that both the left and right bumper do stuff instead of one being the bumper and one being the trigger. They don't call it a trigger because it isn't, but... I'll tell you this, I realize it's a digital trigger, they want to tell you. It is way more satisfying to push this than its corresponding Joy-Con 2 equivalent. I'll give it that. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. And actually, I'll show you briefly what we got on the GameCube. We can do that for a stream tomorrow if you want. I'm not really one to beg for the super chats. Would just kind of prefer people become like channel members. That'd be kind of cool to build that up. And then once we really had enough members, we could do like members only chat streams sort of stuff. I know people ask about F-Zero, and I played a little bit of F-Zero X. I think I rented it and played it for a hot minute and just thought it looked weird. Probably because it was actually running at 60 FPS or something. I just thought it had a weird look about it, and it was just, you took too much damage bouncing into shit. You didn't have the combat aspect of Mario Kart. It didn't really vibe with me. It didn't have like the music of Wipeout. Speaking of Wipeout, there is a game. We're going to have to actually hard exit out of here. But if we go to the eShop, there is a brand new game. There's not many Switch 2 games, and this is a Switch 2 exclusive. Fusion Frenzy. I think, do I have that wish listed? No, I've got that pre-order DLC thing. We'll be doing that later. Hey, Legendary, looking for something? Whatever. Best sellers. Deltarune. I've been hearing a lot of good things about Deltarune. I loved Undertale. If you haven't check out my review of Undertale. I don't think that game's complete yet. There might be chapters beyond 4. Street Fighter 6 could look really good on this. And I am very curious about this D-pad. People are saying it's like a goated D-pad, but haven't really had much reason to use it. And here we go. This is Fast Fusion. $15. It is one of, what, 2 exclusives for the Switch 2 right now, essentially. They have like a little hype trailer here. Let's actually look. Can we cycle through the images? This game might get a 120 hertz patch to run at 120. Right now, the only game that will run at 120 is Welcome Tour. But this will be like Wipeout, and I was never like astonishing at Wipeout. But I only had like a brief dalliance with Wipeout, to be honest. If you guys want me to play that, let me know. I kind of feel like you're kind of just doing 2 race things, right? Because you have a Mario Kart on this to start with, and then you have another racing game, and it's like this is going to get cannibalized totally by Mario Kart. Like everybody's going to be in Mario Kart, right? I have Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild installed. You can see my my setup here. Kind of. I've got things installed, but haven't really gotten to yet. I want to do streams of them, so we can. I don't know if I'm gonna we're gonna be able to stick around long enough to pull off full playthroughs of Zelda. I'm imagining massive like 70-hour campaigns. I could be mistaken, but I'm guessing it's gonna be a while. Command is the only truly loved by Star Fox fans since it's purely Starfighter combat. So there's a Star Fox Command. Hi, sir. Are you playing Star Force on NES? Now, is this a joke thing, or is there actually a game called Star Force? Because I'll take a look. Those controllers, the fond memories of blisters. Special offer for Nintendo Switch Online members. You can give the games on Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo Switch Online, even more of that classic feel with the full-size NES-style controllers. You can play NES games the way they were meant to be played, with your thumbs bleeding from blisters and cramps. You can order them right from the... Let's take a guess what this costs. Special offer for the members? Right. Okay, can we read it? Let's bring that up. I'm guessing the bundle $30 for two NES controllers. That'd be my guess. $60 freaking bucks. Okay, you can't see that, but yeah, $60, man. 60 fat ones. For what? 2 controllers? Purchase limit of 4 controller sets per Nintendo account. So, I'm sorry, you're limited to 8 controllers? Oh, but these are rechargeable battery wireless. Do they have Rumble? Are we adding Rumble to NES? Okay, it says the Nintendo Entertainment System controllers can be paired and used wirelessly with the Nintendo Switch Lite. However, a Nintendo Switch console with detached Joy-Con is required to charge the controllers. So you plug them into the side of a Switch? Is this not fully Switch 2 compliant? And I've been in this menu and looked around, and this is the first time I saw this, like, hey, are you looking at this sort of thing? Like, okay. Oh, also, this soccer game, I was checking this out. See if I can pull the details. I'm kind of in the way here, but I think if I go here, you can see this. What's going on with this screen? The guy, the soccer screen, guys, the guy is like flashing. The dude in blue is flashing. And the guy in red is going to kick him in the nards and the ball's up in the air. Like, it's just kind of nuts, right? I can't be the only one seeing that. Nope, I don't think there's any kind of, what did this guy ask about? Star Force on the NES. I don't think that's a thing, Marcadu de la Fuente. And the Genesis, am I missing the Genesis or is it not out yet for this? I would like to see what's on offer there. I don't think it was there when I first looked. But we'll wrap this up with just a little bit of Star Fox, the original, okay? Just a tinge of the original. Let's see, recent releases. Here we go. No, that's... Honestly, I don't remember how I found the thing. I think actually I have to go over here. Then install the Genesis. Nintendo Classics. So a Sega wouldn't be a Nintendo Classic, right? Products. They don't want to tell you the price here, but I'm guessing that's also $60, or maybe it's 50 because it's only one controller. Who really wants to play with the OG Genesis controller that had 3 buttons? Yeah, and the start. Who really wants that one? I could see you wanting to get down with the 6 button, but come on. Yeah, so I saw that, but is this GameCube not there yet? Will you watch the new Mission Impossible movie on Paramount Plus? I'll watch it when it comes to Paramount Plus. Hey, if you didn't want me waiting for a movie to come to streaming and see it in theaters instead, don't start a streaming service while you're a movie studio. Which is it? You want me to, you expect me to pay $30 to go see the movie, but I'm already paying for your streaming service. Now when it comes to the streaming service, I'm like, well, I already saw it. So, you know, they're shooting themselves in the foot there. I don't see the Genesis. Genesis does. Yeah, there's things you can redeem some points here for. I don't know what this is, but Peach is looking mighty tempting right here, so let's redeem that, whatever that does. I don't know, but it's 10 points. You get like 30 points every week for free or whatever. Use to create icon. Okay. Oh, is that my picture? Did I just change that? I might have. In fairness, the first my first victory was with Peach on a bike. So I got to give her that. Peach on a crotch rocket style motorcycle, or actually was I on something windier maybe? The Vespa, like she can go in that game. Okay, so I can tell you that much. Yeah, see, it says Nintendo Classics, and I could add these, but I don't. But a Genesis wouldn't be up there. Now, what you have to do is, I'll show you because I don't have the Game Boy Advance on here. You kind of look at something. It says free download, right? But what you do is you download every game in the library for the Game Boy Advance. And then it comes with all the stuff, and then that goes in your system. But you got to keep in mind that you can get like the whole library of all of this stuff for really super low file size, right? If we start the software, sure. And I think it'll just simply, what are we doing here? Download will pause if the software being played played uses. It might be because I've got this going. So hold on here. It's downloading Game Boy Advance. Which gaming console is the best? Today, right now, or of all Nintendos? If the Genesis is on here, guys, help me find it, because I'm not seeing any way to do that. I do want to show you. So I saved that shot that looked cool. I saved a few clips here, but I don't think that this is playing even 1080p, okay? I think that what we're getting here... Oh, you know what? I was not on a bike when I won. That was only 5 seconds, but this is my first victory in the tour, knockout tour. This guy gets hit. I got kind of lucky. Doesn't look too bad. I don't think that's HDR, and I do have HDR off, but yeah, I finally won. I've got a lot of points in the knockout tour to have only just won too. Copy to micro SD Express clip. Upload to smart device. Yeah, okay, so there's some cool options here. I can work with that. Played just around just a little bit with some other stuff, but yeah. Oh, download complete. Never had a Game Boy Advance, so I don't know much about what's on that system. Are movies based on games a smart idea or a waste of money? Well, games based on movies usually were bad, but you didn't know that unless you were an adult. As an adult reflecting on it, and you're going, oh, all these Acclaim or LJN or something, you know it's bad now, but you didn't. Fire Emblem, I hear that name come up. You didn't know at the time that, oh, it's a game-based movie. You'd be like, wow, it's the official game of the movie. It's like the companion piece. I got to play it. They put the Super Nintendo games on here. Metroid Fusion. I guess if I have to go through like the whole Metroid franchise, I'm going to have to get in on... I know that the second Metroid, Samus Returns, that was a Game Boy game. And so it looks like, you know, they really moved the Metroid stuff around with official installments, not just like a port on a mobile game. This Mario Kart, if I recall correctly, it's pretty gimped as Mario Kart stuff goes. Looking a little bit more like the Super Nintendo than N64, really. So there's that. But let's fire up just a little bit of what is it called again? Of Star Fox, right? Okay, so it's over here somewhere. And there might be two versions of this. So we've got Star Fox. Look for another one. See if there's one that says like, oh, this one has the unlocked or something. Because some of these do. Like, we got a special one here. Take a trip down Rainbow Road at 150cc speeds. In this special version, all cups and all courses are playable. So if the game has unlocks, they'll have like a special version of it with the unlocks on. And if I'm going to get destroyed playing some Metroids for the first time, you can then fire up some where you're going to get the good ending in your swimsuit and you have all the gear to begin with, or you start the final boss fight, something like that. They have a few different versions of these Metroids. So this puts you on Rainbow Road. If there is a Rainbow Road in Mario Kart World, I have not unlocked it yet. So yeah, see, like I'm saying right here, depending on if 3 possible endings, if you clear it quickly, you can see what the bounty hunter under all that armor really looks like. So yeah, this one you're souped up. Earthworm Jim 2, but not the original Earthworm Jim. A little curious. That would lead you to believe that Earthworm Jim 1 is going to be on the Genesis version. In the Genesis console, which I guess is not out yet, because I'm not seeing a way to download and play that. I don't actually see another Star Fox, so we're going to go ahead and start the one that we have here. And I may try the first level. This is going to be rough. What ruined the Halo TV series? A whole lot of things. I am not one to want to piggyback off somebody else's vision. It is probably smarter to, okay, diatribe incoming. You could try to convert the narrative of a game to a streaming series, or don't call that a TV series. There's a streaming series. You call it a web series, one on TV, okay? The Halo show. You could try to do that. You're better doing that than straight remaking a movie, remaking a TV show, I feel like. But you have a lot of limitations. You're now making something for fans. And then you have all these creatives who want to put their own spin on it. And that is going to upset the fans. So what you end up with, like that Nerd Erotica channel over here, they'll chime in on stuff that has fans because that's the thing, that's the property I'm familiar with because I own all the action figures in the comic. So I expect this to happen. Well, then you've got a pretty damn predictable show, don't you, if you're going to do that? Well, they didn't try to make it predictable. They're showing Master Chief in a time in which we haven't seen him before, which is probably a good idea. Instead of just strictly recreating the games. But then people are upset that it's too different. And different in a lot of ways. It feels like Master Chief in name only. Spends most of the time without armor. Goes around, screws some lady that is working with the Covenant because she was adopted by them or kidnapped. Which was not something that comes up in the game. So it's rewriting all the lore. It's going all these crazy different directions with this. It looked really cheap at times and weird in others and had a few golden moments. There was some good action in it, but these streaming series, they're just so incredibly expensive. The wait time between them is ridiculous anymore. And you end up with stories that have very little to do with the source material or verbatim are the source material. Like, what are they doing over there at HBO Max? We'll remake Harry Potter. If we change all the races of everybody, that justifies the remake. Because look, if you go and you do the super accurate Lord of the Rings adaptation, you do the super accurate Harry Potter adaptation, where do you go with that property from there with making money? To continue to kick the dead horse, what do you do? Oh, I know, race or gender flip. And that's the answer. We can't improve the effects. The effects already use the latest technology, CGI, all this stuff. When you had old effects in the 50s, you could update it with more advanced puppet work, green screen composites, CGI, even better matte paintings, whatever. You could justify it with better effects. Now your only justification for getting more money out of it with the remake is everybody's black and gay and lesbian and women. Right? That's all they can do. I'm just spitting the facts out here. Metroid Dread, Metroid Prime. Yeah, I know you said Prime. Trilogy are my favorites of the franchise. Not Super Metroid. I've heard that was super damn good. I was always suspicious at the fact that they don't have the Ninja Gaiden trilogy on the SNES emulator. That would be NES hard, though. The original OG Ninja Gaiden on NES with the fallback damage, where the knockback on the damage is rough. Something I like the Halo TV show should have made for fans by fans. That they're the only market for the show. Either they want it. Hey, we'll make a cast wide net, bring more people to the game with this series. No. The people that were still playing the game are the ones that are going to be watching the series. Otherwise, it isn't a property that you're going to be able to expand to get more people to. Not the way they did it. I think Xbox fumbled a lot of things by not having their own streaming service. They were coming out there. It was about 10 years ago. There was a Ridley Scott produced, almost like straight to video type movie, repackaged as like a limited series for Halo, starring the guy that was Luke Cage on Netflix. hey, you have an Xbox Live membership, you get to watch Xbox streaming movies and TV shows. Microsoft had the money. They could have gotten in before the market got too crowded. Sony would have been like, what are we going to do? Just, I guess, put all the Columbia Picture TriStar stuff on our platform for the PlayStation kids. Like, the streaming landscape could have been a lot different if Xbox had the foresight to actually get involved with that. Instead, well, we'll cut a deal with Paramount Plus, and now they're, you know, they say they're looking for somewhere else to put the show for season 3, but I'm pretty sure it's gone. It drove fans away. It alienated the fans. No one was terribly interested, all that, right? Should maybe for fans that only marked for the show either way, that show different character altogether, far from, or make the show, set in the Halo universe, but take a different Spartan team. That would give you some freedom to tell your own story. Instead, you told a different story than what happened in the game. Which, you know, now you're questioning the canon. Oh no, it's set in a different, it's outside canon. It's like, okay, fine, then we don't care. Like, for one, they built up way too much canon across games. So it feels like a homework assignment if you were to try to carry that through. Something like Star Trek, the canon can be in the TV show and then the movies. At least you're not also trying to carry things that occurred in a different medium across, if that makes sense for your storytelling. Why are movies and streaming so expensive? Today, movies all the time in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. They want a lot of money for stuff. And Mary KK, you are what, Darius or somebody from you. I don't know why you sign in as a woman over here, but while he's gone and in South America, and then he tells me on Instagram that he came back, and now you're here. Like, it kind of seems a little fishy, you know. Hey, I just got back from my vacation, and oh, now I'm in the streams. Like, that seems a little fishy, doesn't it, Mary? If that's your real name. Did you play KOTOR? I do own that on Xbox. It's always for sale cheap. I picked up the original, have not started it. We can do some stream of that at some point. But it is, I haven't picked up the second one, but I could. Knights of the Old Republic, Knights of the Republic 2 are better writing than Andor even. Would not surprise me, but I haven't played those. Halo Wars did the right thing. They set it far from the Halo games and involved a different Spartan team. I think that is also where, what's his name? He throws Chief out the window. He defenestrates Chief, to use one of Ben Shapiro's favorite terms. And then you go in the coma, and the whole story takes place with Chief in a coma, and then you're learning about what happened, and then he goes missing. What's his name? The big what was he? Or were they called brutes? I'm trying to remember the Halo things here. I played too many things and watching too many things. He had a cool name and I forgot it, but he was introduced in Halo Wars, right? I'm not Tartarus, but he's like the leader of the Banished. Oh shoot! You don't even fight him in Halo Infinite. Man, Halo Infinite. The more I think about that, the more disappointing it gets when it really comes down to it. There's the things that make you think it's a good game is simply because it was established in prior amazing games and they didn't drop the ball on those aspects. But then you have really wonk storytelling, right? They did the right thing, a lot of space. Let's get back to our gaming, guys. Let's wrap this up with just a little bit of Star Fox. Atriox, that's it. That's a cool name. Is the brute you're talking about? He showed up first in Halo Wars 2. That's what I've heard, but I've never played a Halo Wars. Stunt Race FX, that was a game I had. I've had several of these games on the NES. SNES, that is. I'm curious here. Now, do we... Oh... what are we doing here? Does this bring up the menus? Okay, this does. I'm kind of curious here if we had some options like better frame rate boost, right? So I guess that's not a thing, but I don't know why I'm even bothering creating a point, but I know I've played through some of this before on the channel. This is a game. I went to this place called Warp Zone. Heard about this game store in town, Warp Zone. Kids at school were talking about Warp Zone. We go to Warp Zone, game store owned by some lesbians, and I was super excited. So excited that when I got out of the car, I forgot to leave my my left thumb out of the car, and I slammed the car door on my left thumb. And then I go inside, the door locked. I open the door, get it off my thumb. I had to play Star Fox like claw, like the wrong way with like, was it left thumb in the card? I think it's left thumb. I usually am. Yeah, so I had to kind of do it a little bit with the fingers instead of the thumb for a bit there. This is gonna go bad, guys. If you thought I was ass on Star Fox 64, you just wait. I'm a guy, but my real name starts with a J. I ran out of questions, so I just listened to your content. Okay, well that's fine. Controls A. It's not gonna make much difference. I'm gonna get. Okay, so we are steering with the analog stick. That's a plus. Is that kind of looks like either way you're going. I don't think you truly have analog control there. No, I don't think so. Oh, shoot. That's a Nova Bomb. This is all very reversed. How do I swap? Okay. Ooh, this is bad, guys. Brake, boost. Let's go controls A. The problem is Nova Bomb and Blaster are kind of opposite of each other from where they were in Star Fox 64. So this is going to get confusing and very, very ugly. Oh, here you actually choose a path. That's the hard one, right? And it won't tell you, but like this is medium. 1, level 2. Uh-oh, watch out, it's level 3. Never beat this on level 3. I think I've done the lesser versions of Venom, but not the hard one. Let's just watch me get my ass kicked for a minute, okay? This is a very tough game. It's very difficult to avoid fire. It's difficult to get the shots. The frame rate doesn't help you. Here it goes. Good luck. Here it goes.
Good luck.
Not horrible voice sampling for Super Nintendo. And by the way, this has some kickin' tunes also. Do-do-do-doon. Doon-doon. Doon-doon. Now, if Star Fox 64 was like Star Wars, this is like Top Gun. Do-do-do-do. Look, got neighbors messing with something outside. Go, 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 Dabba. Did it. Oh my effing lord. Glorious 5 frames per second, guys. How I ever got far in this. Okay, I deserve some kind of credit for that move right there. And not that one, but you get what I'm saying. It is very difficult to discern what it is you're looking at. I can see why they canceled Star Fox 2. It had some really innovative concepts, but boy, I think you get a reward if you go through all of these, but let's get this guy off of you. Okay, if I remember what the accelerate. Oh shit. Oh wait, you're a friendly. It's a little easy to not tell what you're looking at, to put it bluntly. Dun, 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 dun. Kenny Loggins here. Yeah, you know, it's the plant we're protecting, but we like to knock down the buildings when we can, right? Like, I think we want to avoid those, but not like that. Can I shoot anything? I'm not doing as ass as I thought I would be. But the night is young, right? Like, I don't know how this is staying with me, but there is a muscle memory to games where, oh shit. Well, I'll give them this. At least they got the bumper thing sorted out. Whereas it's not that way on the, you know what? The reason why it's probably off on Star Fox 64 is because very rarely did you ever use the left shoulder button. You were actually using, God, I can't believe I got that. You were actually using the Z button to do stuff in lieu of it, kind of. Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. Okay, hold on. We're going to go back and not take damage there. Wait, hold on. We're going to go back and not take that damage. Am I not? Oh, I'm not doing it right. Okay. Yeah, forget that. Okay, come on. Okay, so I got it, then hit A. That's my problem. Go, 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 Dabba. Pretty cool. Dun, 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 dun. I didn't even hear anything indicating that I got that power up, that bomb, but am I out? Do I have max bombs? Is that why? Shit. These guys are off carrying out part of our area. Okay, hold on. It is very Top Gun-esque, right? With the music, right? Okay, do I gotta go low? Speaking of Halo and Star Fox, it's sad that Halo Reach and Halo 4 had good Starfighter segments, and you even have some fun. Halo Infinite, no starfighting. I was not expecting to see star battles. Forget it. Son of a... Oh, my bad. I hit the wrong one. I was not expecting to see fighter pilot stuff in Halo Reach. That surprised me. Halo 4 had starfighter segments? Honestly, I don't remember that. There were starfighter segments in Halo 4. Are you serious? This is not easy, guys. Remember to hit that like button and all that stuff. Screw ya. You're doing the bomb. The bomb in this now is a bomb. I thought. Talk about your bullet sponges. Shit. Oh, so he had the repair dish above him. I gotta take that. Holy God. I thought I had plenty of health, but evidently I didn't. Okay, come on. Gotta get him and then his repair dish, right? Kind of shake some stuff here. Shake and bake. Dun, dun, dun. It is kind of a cool sound when you get killed in this. Hold on, we'll listen to it. Halo 4's last level has a starfighter. I don't know. I thought you had to fight the guy that... There was like... Halo 4's story got really damn confusing. I was straight up confused for pretty much the majority of the game. The one thing that kind of made sense to me was the rampancy stuff with Cortana, and it did get some tearjerker effects on me. It did. I teared up. And to go one further, I thought it was actually kind of cool that Cortana was resurrected as a villain in Halo 5. I didn't think it was cool that we fought the same boss, but he just multiplied himself like Ultron throughout the game. But I did think that they implemented the group dynamic. Look at that. That's like perfect marks. My boys didn't take any damage. We're going to create a suspend point on this one for sure. But yeah, Halo 5 I kind of like more than a lot of people. It played fast. It played pretty good in multiplayer. The story I thought was intriguing, but was it the Warden? Was that the guy I had to fight multiple times? I like the way how your armor kind of got locked up and you could like revive people and things. I didn't understand the hate so much. It was a lot of this. It's not Bungie, so we hate it. It's not real Halo. You know, that was kind of the idea. So yeah, that is, we're not going to play through Star Fox, are we? Because this can't be done, guys. It was a lucky hit that I got out of this level. Okay, I hadn't played the hard version of this level in well over 30 years, and somehow I managed to do it, exploiting rewind features. But yeah, Warden Eternal was the boss for Halo 5. And even still, I have no idea what was going on here. We'll just go to the stream mode here. Even still, I really don't know what was going on as far as the story for Halo 4. Halo 5, it was almost like it picks up sometime later. Cortana is activating the Guardians. The AI, some of the AI's gone bad and it's turned against humanity. That it is strange. I know that it sounds divisive, but I thought that was unique and fitting for the Halo series with the way the AI stuff works in there. At the same time, kind of a bad look for Microsoft to have a personal assistant called Cortana with Jen's voice as Cortana. And then she becomes the bad guy. Now look, I manipulated Cortana into being my voicemail. So if I could pull that up without accidentally, here we go. I have a custom greeting for my voicemail when people call me, and I'm not going to play with you. I have the greatest voicemail message greeting in the history of humanity with Jen Taylor. Okay? I hope this works here. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let's rewind here. I had to do some trickery to get this to work, okay? To get this as a voicemail greeting.
Vaughn is busy saving the world. Leave a message and I'll have him get back with you.
Yeah. So, again, Microsoft loves to drop the ball. Microsoft over here. Yeah, we have a series. We started this game thing, 2001. AI virtual assistant helps you through the game, save humanity. Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, so Apple wants to do the Siri thing. You know, it's kind of weird. We kind of had that idea in the game, but let's be slow to roll that out and implement it, and then we'll cancel it because we'll just be like, nah, we're going to focus efforts elsewhere. Oh, hey, let's have a game system and then buy up all of these freaking studios, but not sell a bunch of game systems, not sell enough game systems to justify the software sales that we would need to not be in the red with all of our acquisitions. So now we don't have any exclusives, and we'll just say everything's in Xbox. And then it comes to Sony, about the same time. You get to play the Xbox games. You get to play the Xbox games on Sony, but you play them on Xbox first. But if you want to play them best, play them on PC, right? I mean, did they not learn their lesson last gen with the no exclusives? I was thirsty for exclusives, and thus I came to the Switch, guys. That's in large part that's how it went down. Hold on, we got a lot of chats coming in here, and I'm not keeping up too well here. I never played ODST. I really should. And I don't think I'm going to keep re-upping Game Pass Ultimate so frequent. Most of my friends seem to not be on Xbox anymore. I make more enemies than friends. Everybody's so toxic. The Switch community seems nice. There's like no way to be toxic unless you'd have to befriend somebody and play some kind of long con game in order to truly be toxic. So there's that, right? I remember the Smash Brothers Melee had an orchestral rendition of the SNES Star Fox Corneria level. Man, I was hearing a lot of different sounds in Mario Kart World. I swear one of the songs playing sounded like Angry Video Game Nerd. And the Angry Video Game Nerd. It was like that. Aatrox should have been an ally and a playable character against evil Cortana. Too much of the story was taking place off game of late in Halo. You want to be an active protagonist in a game. Not, okay, now I showed up and you tell me what happened. Hey, I found another dead Spartan. Let's read the message that was left behind to figure out what happened. Oh, hey, you've been in coma for a month, and the guy that was in the ship, now he has a beard, if you didn't notice. It wasn't until the end of the game did I even really realize that a bunch of time had passed. It's kind of easy to miss that. And Aatrox, it's like, why? Like, what? And who did all the ass kicking? Where's Cortana? Now she's dead, but says goodbye to you in a voicemail is essentially what happens in the game. So did I predict Cortana dying by voicemail? I don't know. Let me get some memberships going. Hit that like button. Halo 4's last level has a starfighter segment, and one of the levels had a gunship segment where you controlled a drop ship. I don't remember that. I don't remember actually controlling a ship. No. ODST is Saving Private Ryan with Halo. Oh, shit. So a lot of your buddies are not going to make it. If I'm not mistaken, Buck, who is on, is it Silver or Blue Team or something? Is he on the Noble and Blue, right? Or no? The guy who's going to be Green Lantern now, he's in Halo 5, and he's one of your teammates on one of the teams, but he was in ODST. Nathan Fillion, I need to play that, don't I? Yeah, I kind of do. Hold on, I want to look one thing over here. I don't think we have a Smash Brothers. I could be wrong. You guys said that there was a Smash Brothers. I've never played A Link to the Past. Look, I've played one Kirby game, and it was the OG on Game Boy. Demon's Crest if I'm not mistaken, isn't that one of the enemies, one of the like basic enemies in that Capcom game that's balls hard where you're the knight and he loses his pants? Ghosts and Goblins. Yeah, I think so. There's Star Fox 2, a game from 1995/2017. So kind of wild. Some of this I've never heard of. Fire Ignition Factor. That there was a firefighting game from Japan that had an American port ready to go, but was late in the life of the SNES, and they just decided to cancel it. I was hoping that would be here. I think I actually have it on my hacked Super Nintendo Classic, which now that I have this Elgato, I probably could actually do some streaming of, if I had to. Buck becomes a member of Team Osiris. So he's with the bounty hunter, the guy who's got to bring in Chief, right? You guys said there was a Smash on Nintendo 64. What do you guys think about the, I guess I paid for it, icon over there? You kind of want the icons you had to pay for because, more bespoke, less likely to run into a duplicate of somebody using the same thing, right? Blast Corps was a pretty inventive game from Rare. There's nuclear missiles inbound. You have to clear the path. Pretty cool. We could do a lot of streams of stuff here. 1080 snowboarding, I couldn't quite beat. 100%. I'm pretty sure I won all the stuff, but the one thing I couldn't do in that freaking game was the top trick, the 1080, which it wasn't as easy as spin 3 times. It was really more of a, or actually is it 2? Yeah, 3. 2.5, 7. Is it 3 spins? Yeah. It's not as simple as just go in the air and hit a trigger or bumper or something. It's more like you had like a whole series of codes you had to enter while in the air and then do it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's actually developed by Nintendo. Am I wrong? It's only on the N64. But yeah, I used to play quite a bit of that. Came out around the time we had a Winter Olympics in the US even. Pilot Wing 64, pretty interesting game. Has some cool stuff about it. I've only played the very first Mario Party and for a second. For a little bit. Wave Race 64. That's a franchise I think we could have used a little bit more of. Wave Race actually started on the Game Boy. And then it becomes Wave Race 64. I honestly, I kind of want to fire up some... Would you guys be too upset if I fired up a little bit of Wave Race 64 just to kind of see what it was like? This win back I'm not familiar with. It says it's covert ops. Does it play like a Metal Gear Solid? The Sin and Punishment. I think that was a late in life N64 game. Remember hearing, I think that might have been one that you like hidden. It's a hidden gem of it. Pokemon Snap is the only Pokemon game I've played. I may have actually rented that. I thought it was like kind of a novel idea that you're trying to capture the moments because in essence, film shooting is, capturing a moment in time you'll never get back. And it kind of works that way. You do have some capabilities where there's co-op and you can bring people in co-op here. You can play multiplayer games with up to 3 friends. So if they had a lot of beat 'em ups in this, Turtles in Time, could you 4-player, or is it going to be... There's not a lot of things that would allow you to actually system link up to 4 people on a Super Nintendo game, so probably not going to happen. I actually got the Metal Gear Solid collection on Switch. I've got it on Xbox, and I got the top rank thing for Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid 2, I'm not going to be able to do. Metal Gear Solid 3, I did, and then I get to the end, it turned out I killed some guys. Because right after you met Eva, is it Eva or Ava? She gives you a 911, and I killed some guys, not realizing that I killed them with that instead of swapping to the silencer, the trank gun. And so I'm kind of... And it was about a year ago I tried to get back into going through another run. Got a little ways because I'm like, I got to do it again, but now at least I have a better camo thing. Maybe it'll be a little manageable. It's still going to be balls hard. And I just can't really bring myself to be like, you know, I did it. I know I did it. I made a little bit of a goof, but otherwise I've did all the stuff ahead of me. I've done before. It's pretty tedious. Games today don't ask that much of you. They don't expect you to complete, well, Resident Evil aside, complete in a certain amount of time without doing whatever the hell, you know, like, it's really, there's not a lot of that. I'm not seeing a Smash Brothers here, guys. I remember throwing fruit at Mew. Yeah, there was something about you had to do things to trigger their reaction so they come out. We're going to just briefly touch some Wave Race, okay? Stream's getting a little long. Everybody's leaving. We're just going to briefly touch some Wave Race because I'm curious. Yep, that's Wave Race, guys. An early N64 game. This was quite the showy thing, too. It was really cool how... I would just rather kind of go through some courses here. I don't remember who does what the heck. It looks like everything is just cosmetic.
Select your course.
One of these gets... Oh, I got one course?
Select your watercraft, please.
Wait, why is it...
Select your course, please.
I've got one course. Well, that course looks boring as shit. I guess I gotta go to Champion.
Wave race.
Oh, you don't want to have a wave race on here with all the unlocks?
Select your watercraft, please.
You do have to steer these things different than a kart or a car or other kind of racing games. And you have to kind of like cut into the water. Oh, God, look at the crowd. Oh, we have to do this place anyways. Shit.
Get ready for the first race.
As the waves the waves kind of gather steam. Like the conditions of the course change. It's kind of a cool idea, cool concept. How this played on a also, like, the thing about steering these is you have to go to steer, so... Oh, shit. Do we have a harder steer? Yeah, we kind of do. Kind of bite in there. And then there were parts where you had to submerge. Like, the big wave, so what you want to do is you want to kind of, like, go under the water. Yeah, getting my tail kicked. Certainly, I would say this is playable, though. Let's just not get last place. Penalty, okay, sure, whatever, I don't know. This also melted our minds. You know, one of the kids at school brought an N64 to a guy's house, and he had a few of the games, this being one of them, melted people's minds. Cruisin' World, man. Is that not on here? Wasn't Cruisin' World, San Francisco Rush, like those were really highly played games on the N64. And I don't think they're on here. Kind of surprising. Shit.
Nice try.
Yeah, I got my ass kicked pretty good there. Kind of disappointing with the selection. Can we assume there's going to be more? And I know people want to say, oh, the Cruisin' World at Cruisin' USA, San Francisco Rush, all the fog, Turok Dinosaur Hunter. I mean, that game was lit. I'm surprised you don't have the 2 Turoks on here. And it's not like they have to be Nintendo-made games. Some of these, we've got a Namco here, Ridge Racer. I've never played Ridge Racer 64. I'm curious what that would even look like. But yes, I'm assuming this will expand. It can't just be first-party games. They're not all just first-party games here. She's blurry. Oh, wow. Is this a 240? Looked like I'm in a Nissan. Oh, shit. Okay, so how do I... There we go. And what am I not doing right here? Is this a manual? Okay, how come that didn't go? I was holding the A button and it didn't want to do. This looks like a PlayStation emulator in a way, because like you got that with the filtering of the N64 out of the way. That's kind of what this looks like. It doesn't look like, this does not look like an N64. And also there was a road rash on N64 that it was kind of fun to take a pull cue and stick it into somebody's tire spokes. It was pretty chaotic. It would be worthwhile including. And who's going to lose from you including some more games that are completely delisted, no way to pick them up for you to make a buck off of? You know, cut a small check deal with Nintendo and include some games, right? Never played this on the N64, but I can guarantee you on the actual N64 it would look a lot different with the blurry filters and whatever else happening. And yeah, as you can see, I'm not saying I'm any good here, but yes. Yeah, I think that's gonna be all for our stream, really, guys. Unless we can find a way to add the damn Genesis, which I'm not seeing on here. Nintendo Classic. Family membership 5 days. Is that how many days I've had it? Nintendo Classics. Why? And then, look, being that it's a Sega Genesis, is it in a different spot? Rewards and missions. That's what I don't understand. What's a mission? This is like, hey, spend some of these platinum points. You get 30 each week for checking in online. And you get to update your picture. And then they're going to add some other ones like in coming weeks too. Oh, we can get like a crazy frame. Backgrounds. Might do that. Might kind of mix that up a little bit. Yeah. All right. So I think we're at a conclusion here. The chat's basically dead. We managed to get through Star Fox, which surprised me enough. I don't know what I could do with Star Fox. I start another campaign kind of offline, try to do the hard path, see if I could make it through. I've done it before. A lot of times you revisit these games that were harder when you were a kid and then realize, what, was it really that hard? And then sometimes it's like, oh man, with the way modern controls work, with the way the quality of life updates we're to have now, you just can't, as an adult, play the old game. There are some where that is the law, really, the law of the land. Well, thanks for joining me for this little stream on a Sunday. Don't expect a Sunday stream to be the norm, but we do have a lot of Nintendo things to catch up with. If you made it this far, wait until marriage. Counseling. You can also try Star Fox 2, which is really fun. Oh, so we're doing... I have to do all the Star Foxes to this stream? I've played a little bit of it to sample it, guys. I played a little bit of it to sample it back on the Super Nintendo Classic, and it is rough. It's not a game made for... We are already signed off. So we're not signing off again. We'll just do a little bit of this and then abruptly end, okay? But, you know, I did try to throw some special moves in the Fatal Fury 2 here with the D-pad. The D-pad does seem pretty nice on the new Pro controller, but yeah, Star Fox 2, that's going to be rough. Was it up here? I don't know how they have this shit listed. It's like kind of all over the place. This is not alphabetical. Don't hold your breath on this one, guys. Is that supposed to be gold or is it on fire? Oh, damn! You done bifurcated our carrier. Shit. Another one down! It's a holdo maneuver. It's a 1 in a million. What the Christ? The R-wings are getting ripped up. How would you like to be a space mercenary? Like space mercenary or bounty hunter? There's Andros, right? With the eye, and we have a little bit different support staff here. Yeah, it was like 95, 96 when they thought this would come out, and then they're like, you know what? It's just too far behind what the PlayStation could offer. Okay, let's see. I think it's these two. The reason why I'm having a tough time with the rewind and things is it's different for different consoles. On the N64, I think it's this minus button, but on the Super Nintendo, it's these two shoulders, which would not be on the Super Nintendo, so it wouldn't interfere. We're going to do the first level, okay? And I don't even have Expert unlocked. Probably for the better. I don't think that this makes a difference. Like, I don't think that you get a different level based on which one you push. Oh shit, I skipped that by accident. This had an interesting active battlefield to it. Like, there are some pretty cool concepts going on here that really never see the light of day. Not in the same way. Star Fox team, do you read me? I have... Oh, shit. Our sworn enemy, the fiend Andros, is alive. What? I thought I blew up his monkey brain. Okay. Battle carriers, something. Enemy base have been established. Planetary missiles. So we have to try to stop these missiles from advancing. We have a lot going on here. And you can kind of choose where you're going to take the fight. So obviously we're going to pick Fox here. What are the other guys even named? Miyu? Faye. Blaster. Break. Special. Break. No, let's try to keep the blaster down there. Special. Oh, it's so all over the place, even compared to the other one on Super Nintendo. Oh, man. Star Fox and Samus. Fox and Samus were the main space heroes of Nintendo, and they're both mercenaries. No, I think she's a space bounty hunter. I looked at the instruction manual for the original Metroid, and it refers to Samus as a he. And then clouded in mystery. Nobody really knows what he looks like. It says things like that to try to lead you into that surprise that you're playing as a woman. But it does mention bounty hunter. Star Fox Command borrows some of this setup. Every level has a big map and you have to clear each one. Okay, well, we're kind of screwed here. This might work. Now I'm actually selecting stuff with the B button, which the whole time I'm holding this controller, I've been confirming selections with A on the opposite side. Now it's acting like it's an Xbox where the A is on this side and you're confirming. Which really leads me to being kind of stuck with a lot of the menus. Select the destination by moving the cursor, then press B. To engage the enemy, land on plants and intercept ships. Alright, so let's go to one of these ships. Switch positions with your wingman by pressing select. Return to your mothership to warp to any free planet. Okay, so hold on here. They've got a fighter, and then they got two of these other kind of fighters. Let's go try to intercept this. Uh-oh. See, it's active. Like, the other missile's going to hit that planet before I can stop this one. Alright, we want to... I hit the wrong thing, and... Continue back. View 1. Hold on. Am I changing? Okay, that's where we change. Okay, so target. Good goddamn luck playing this, guys. Oh boy. Oh. Okay, speed up, hit Y. Hold on, we cleared it? My boys over here might have taken care of all of the other stuff. Alright, now this plant's been sieged. This is our satellite defense. Okay, well... No, hold up! Okay. Did we get it? What are we doing? Okay, hold on. Nick Gamer, hi. We're actually wrapping the stream up pretty soon here. I've managed to somehow complete Star Fox 64, and now I'm kind of trying to deal with these guys. We did a little bit of Star Fox on the Super Nintendo. I didn't do total ass. Okay, so we've got a map up there in the corner trying to direct me to... I did not shoot that. I made that look easier than it is. Would you have your own studio to make streaming services if you won $300 million? It may cost... It's gonna... There aren't many players in the streaming race who should be there. I think Amazon has the right idea. Let's see what a planet looks like. Just go straight to Venom. Screw it. Oh, we're gonna get shot in the way. I think we actually, if you take some damage here. Leon! Not an S. Kennedy, huh? Alright. Cope, buddy. Didn't have time to read his thing. Want to speed up? Hit Y. You do not have time to read this shit in the heat of a dogfight. You really don't. Like, that's why the voice acting is actually pretty critical. Prime Video should be winning the streaming war because the auxiliary service, like to use the streaming as an incentive for your Prime shipping membership, essentially, for shopping, that's where the money is. The streamers should be an additional service. That's why it would have worked on Xbox. You've got Xbox Live to play online and get a few games whatever, Games of Gold, whatever you, and then you also have the Xbox streaming, the access to that. That would have worked. And they abandoned that whole plan before they could even get it off the ground. Instead, they just kind of had that one Halo mini movie series stuck on like the Halo Waypoint channel when that could have been like a way to kickstart a streaming platform. Apple is in it for prestige. They can afford to lose money if they can say, hey, we got an Oscar for this movie about the deaf kids. Like, they can do that sort of thing. Netflix works until they decided they wanted to really get making their own content. Once they decided to make their own content, that's when the studio said, well, okay, well, I guess we can make our own streaming platform. And now it's a lose-lose for everybody. Now you don't go to the movies because the movies cost way too much to try to make up the difference for people not going. We defeated him. That's got to be the end of that. That was painful. That was the pains. Here, I'll make a suspend point because I don't know. I was proud of myself. But yeah, to kind of continue the diatribe window. Netflix is like, hey, we'll make our own stuff. Their first original series was called Lilyhammer. It stars a guy from the E Street Band. He thinks he's in the mafia. He has to relocate to like Sweden or something. Nobody watched it. But Orange is the New Black rolls around. There was also the Hemlock Grove. Hemlock Grove was quick on the heels of that Lilyhammer or whatever. And it, bombed, whatever. Orange is the New Black gets, for it to even be eligible to win Golden Globes or Emmys is an atrocity. It's a web series. I don't know why ABC, NBC, Fox, CBS decided that would be allowed. But that opened the floodgates for, oh, you guys want to get awards? Oh, now you think you're going to make a streaming movie that's going to get an Oscar nomination? Well, screw you. We're going to launch our own streaming platform. We'll put shit over there too instead of in the theater or what. And now everything has gone to shit. If Netflix stayed in their damn lane, we could have just simply had Hulu Hulu was great for TV shows. And then Netflix for the movies. Instead of subscribing to a whole litany of services to recreate cable. But what do I know? I'm just some guy nobody will hire who plays video games. So yeah, that's how it runs down over here. Starwolf might show up later. Oh man, gee, I'm glad his whole cadre wasn't like in that fight. It was just Leon. Cool concept for a game. The Super Nintendo really being stretched to its limits to try to work out a RTS flight sim space combat thing like that. I've played a little bit of it. It might be a little more playable than the original Star Fox. You did have some weird ground protect the city missions and stuff. There's things to it, but I don't think I was ever really making the headroom. And then you wouldn't realize it, but I think you end up with like a hard game over in this if Corneria gets taken while you're out doing the thing. Well, how am I going to do this if I have to defend this? So kind of rough, yeah. Would you create your own studio to make movies if you won $600 million? No, the time for making movies is over. Like, people don't care about movies. They care about a fringe movie every once in a while. But for the most part, there just really isn't steady money to be made there. So now you have the movie stars having to endorse T-Mobile. And I mean, Zoe Saldana is really into those T-Mobile sponsorships. She looks super excited about her phone bill and saving money on an iPhone that she could easily afford, as one of the last movie stars. Weird that she's list-wise, her movies, like not necessarily as the lead, but kind of, of among the top billing, have made so much money, and yet I think so many people don't recognize her or know her name. Scarlett Johansson, my mom knows. Zoe Saldana, she might not be able to pick out of a lineup. You know, it's something to think about. Andor is basically for prestige, yeah. The normie SW fan wants action and familiar faces. Andor has few of the former and even less of the latter, and it costs a lot, but they did it for the prestige. You do have to make those sacrifices in the streaming game. If you're going to operate the platform, you do have to have a lot of bespoke material, wide net material. Live sports would be good. Netflix drug their feet on that shit. I don't see why Hulu, being that it's essentially the Fox outfit, right? Why can't they have Fight Club? You know, try to make it authentic, have a bunch of guys without shirts on, standing around in a circle. There was a level like that in Tekken 4, one of the stages. And have it play like Fight Club. And do you have to have Brad Pitt or Edward Norton? Wouldn't be bad. And it could play like a Rough and Rowdy. And it would be a live sports event, not a Survivor-style elimination reality show, but like a live sports thing. They could have their own rival to like the UFC in this regard. There was a one-on-one basketball game yesterday. Was it Lance Stevenson versus Michael Beasley? And people were pretty stoked about that. One-on-one basketball with guys running their mouths, taking on retired NBA players. Oh, you weren't good enough for the NBA and you only played G League or something, like auxiliary income for this. I mean, it could be the basketball equivalent to the Jake Paul fights in some degree. That could get off and running. Now, because no one listens to me or does what I say or gives super chats or subscribes or any of that, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what I wanted to do for a sport, okay? That slap shit, that's small change. The slap fight, whatever, I don't even know what they call it. Groin strike. That's what I wanted to do. Line up. You take turns kicking each other in the junk. That people would tune in for that. You could run that live on a streaming service. It's a sport other people are not doing. You could get all of that proprietary out of the way. It would look so legit. You'd have Johnny Knoxville on color commentary. I've given it a lot of thought, really. You'd start in Texas. There's a ton of big guys who played high school football who are now burnouts, who are truckers and things, or at dive bars, who need the groin strike money. So, yeah, why can't we have that? Would Netflix be interested in hosting Groin Strike, work a deal out? ESPN has to have some live sports, or they do not have a channel. And that is why the NBA is now going to be sequestered to ESPN. The NBC wants to get in on some stuff. It looks like that might be stuck on Peacock or whatever. There's so many NBA games being played, and so few of them actually get on TV. It's quite astonishing. The Thunder, they get to be the best team all year. They've had 5 games on actual television, including the one I'm about to start watching now. Shit. Groin Strike would be the school of the iron crotch, and it's really taking off in China. Is there a thing called School of the Iron Crotch in China? Is that like a Iron Chef type thing? Like, we'll get our version of it eventually. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, Groin Strike, there's people out there available for the Groin Strike. The true Groin Strike, the true test of manhood. You know, that'd be like the exclaimer under the first pay-per-view or something. But yeah, there's ways that you could do stuff. There's still some innovation out there. Just in traditional storytelling in a movie format, you don't get it. people get wrapped up and consumed by characters in anime, in video games that they play 40 hours with, and they're really endearing. The 2-hour jaunt you get with somebody in a live action movie that actually wraps up and has catharsis does not play the same way. You do not get people as enamored, and even the stuff people like, they forget about. I was going to watch Ocean's 11 and do a commentary track of it, and it was like, this is a movie people used to talk about, and now they don't. And now we probably got kids in the NBA who haven't heard of the Ocean's 11, which is, by the way, a remake. So, yeah, I mean, these are things that are happening in our reality over here. It's just some stuff to consider. If you're hearing that noise, that's me cycling through games and whatever. Yeah, so let's end that on Groin Strike talk. Thanks for joining me for some Star Fox 64. Game looked better than I anticipated. Not super easy to control. Would take a little bit of getting used to. I'm kind of surprised I was able to shoot as accurately back in the day, but when all you had was a Nintendo 64, you got better at aiming the Nintendo 64. So it is what it is. Now, let's watch some Thunder. Put some belts to asses. And maybe put away the Pacers instead of letting them hang around so that they can kill you with a dagger at the end. But what I know, they don't pay me to coach no professional sports. I'm just over here telling you about Groin Strike. The School of the Iron Crotch are a movement that has men having their balls get hit by kicks, bricks, and even big logs as a way to strengthen their manhood. They also hung weights. No, you don't. I'm just saying, just straight up crotch kicking as a sport. I mean, everybody's going to love it. Everybody's going to at least be curious. And if you have that on a streaming platform you're already paying for, your streaming subscription is subsidizing the league. It doesn't have to be a pay-per-view. And there doesn't have to be anything fake about it. It doesn't have to be a Logan Paul, you took a dive fight. Johnny Knoxville, super available for commentary. An expert on taking blows to the crotch. That's the kind of... It hinges on Johnny Knoxville to some degree. But yeah, you would also treat it like a real sport. Like, like we sat down with the fighter, or the kicker, or whatever we're calling them, right? The crotchist. Oh, hey, I'm a crotchist. Oh, okay. Like the ladies will be impressed, There's something there. I don't have any rich friends. My last name doesn't end with Shapiro or Stein or Goldberg, so I guess I don't get opportunities. That's that. I misread that. I was thinking you wrote Ian Crotch there. That sounds like a cool name for a crotchist. Are we going to call him crotchist? I don't know.